What is up, guys? My name's Jackal, and we're here for Legend of Zelda: The Adventures of Link. Probably one of my favorite games in the series. So if you like all these old school games, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll get started. Now, anybody who watches this and goes from one video to the next, you will notice I ended with a little bit of life, and now I have full life. I started to record this, and I wasn't satisfied with it. And I had died right in that pool of lava. And then I just killed the couple of Octoroks that were in here because, I had started and then was like, you know what, I'm unhappy with this. So I just went to the back, and here we are. And I almost died. Which in all reality, me dying at this point would make things a lot easier because... well, maybe not. Actually, no, I have the hammer. It kind of would. Alright, cool. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing alright. I just got back from a date night with Mama. Obviously the mother of my kids. Not my mom. Date night with your mom, that's incestual. And that may be considered fun for the whole family, but not around these parts. So, no. I really don't want to die, though, because I really would rather not lose my, what's it called? I'd rather not lose my 800 points of experience. Isn't there a town over here? Yes, there is. Alright, cool. This is the town where the downward strike is. Ooh, the life lady. Sweet. Hello, young fellow. Alright, cool. Apologize for the sniffles in advance. Ask Error of Ruto about the palace. Error says other things? No one is here, but a church... that must mean there, but a church bell will ring. Yeah, sorry, I'm much too busy. Alright. I could have sworn there was somebody else. Maybe it was just the sprite, the red lady's sprite that I saw. Yeah, but this is where the downward strike is. Oh, what's up, youngin? The island palace in the south has a raft. Oh yeah, I need that to get to the other half. We'll talk about the interesting stuff here. That's where the downward strike is. Hello, young fellow. Oh, yes. When you jump, press downward to stab. And there we go. Da-na-na-na. Now, what will now become the most overused fucking animation in this entire game? That. I don't know why. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, people are going to get stabbed in the dome. Ooh, fat man. Dude kind of looks like me. Kind of. Please, my daughter is sick. Help her. Oh yeah, I need to find, like, potion or, like, water of life or some shit like that. Find magic in a cave. In Morgu Swamp. I think I found that. Oh, I know what magic it's talking about. Did the game actually want me to come here before I went to the swamp? That's interesting. Nothing you're going to be able to do to me, pal. We do have some... See, this is the block that takes us back to the first area. Okay. I'm just fucking getting bounced around. Slightly more like it. Not a good start here. Alright. Let's see what's in these caves. We got our hammer. So now we can start breaking shit. But yeah, me and Mama went to a movie. We went to go see Clerks 3. Oh, there was a heart in here. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. But no, we went to go see Clerks 3, and I was not expecting... I mean, it kind of happened in the last Kevin Smith movie, the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, where I remember that movie, how do I put it? I did enjoy the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I think my only problem with that movie... Okay. I think my only real problem with that movie is the fact that they did a lot of fucking callbacks in that movie to a lot of like throwback lines to the old movies, a lot of callbacks. And, you know, oh yeah, I can cut down force now, I forgot about that. I hate you. See what's over here on this one. But anyway, there were a whole bunch of callbacks that... You suck. I watched a lot of those Kevin Smith movies a lot growing up. At least most of the main ones. I watched a lot growing up. Fuck you. I watched Mallrats a lot. I watched Dogma a lot. I watched Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back a lot. And I watched those as a pretty young teenager, of course, with my parents. Because, they loved showing me very inappropriate movies, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, I didn't key into my parents being stoners before that because, you know, I didn't know any better. I was too young. But, you know, of course they had that kind of humor, them being ex-stoners and shit. Not what I wanted, but cool. Oh no. Oop, there it is. There's that water of life that we needed. What spell does that lady give us? Well, not the lady. The wise man, who will help me once I apparently heal his daughter. Even though there will be no daughter and it will not be mentioned. Well, at least that doesn't take my experience away. But, Clerks 2 came out when I was, like, relatively, like, young into my teenage years. So, you know, I watched those movies a fuck ton growing up. Like, a whole bunch. So, there were a lot of things in that movie, or, in the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, because I watched those movies so much growing up, a lot of those callbacks didn't feel so much as callbacks, and they felt kind of like hacky. And, you know, but, ooh, excuse me, again, I watch those movies a lot. Whereas, you know, I have to imagine that, you know, The same way I do with music, where I try to take the mindset of the author into account. You know, Kevin Smith, unless he's probably critiquing his own work, he's probably not watching his own material all that much when you think about it. So, you know, for him and for the cast making it, a lot of those lines, especially because of how there had been like almost a 15-year difference between, you know, Clerks 2, which was the last entry in the series, and the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I know that it had to have been much more nostalgic for a lot of the actors and the people involved with it, with a lot of those lines, where it felt more fresh to them. But for me, it felt like a little bit more hacky, just because, you know, I watch those movies a lot. So, like, I have to look at it as, even though I thought it was kind of lame how many lines they used in the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, I couldn't really be mad at it, because I have to keep in mind that that could just be because I watched them so much. If I didn't watch the movies as much as I did growing up, if I would have just seen them once or twice and never watched them again, then you know what? There's a good chance that all of those would have felt way more nostalgic, and a lot of those jokes would have hit harder. But at very least for the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, what was the emotional crux of that movie, which was, you know, absentee fathers. You know, I've said this in other videos, which, you know, maybe I'll have to do. I talked about this before. I may have to do like a lore video at some point, because I did that like at the beginning of the channel as like an introduction to myself. But, you know, it's been a while, and I, on average, get a little bit more viewers now than I did beforehand. So, this magic word will give you power. Thanks. That's so fucking helpful. Oh, the fairy spell, where I tune into a fairy and just fucking fly away from shit. I'll rarely ever use that other than when it's required. Where's the daughter that I rescued? Who knows? And I wonder what this is. Is this supposed to be a fireplace? As a kid, I always imagined that being like a table. Like, that's the chair where you sit, but that's a very tall table. So I don't know. I never knew what that was. But yeah, no, so I have to imagine that, you know, that gripe that I had with the last Kevin Smith movie was kind of not really my fault, but a product of, they said the dungeon was to the south. Fuck, I remember, the fucking shit. Yeah, these guys are fucking experienced killers. What's this one? This is King's Tomb. Oh, Jesus. I don't even remember where to find the fucking thing in here. Oh no, I can't. I must become the boy who lived, because I am way too close to the next level to want to grind out another fucking almost 1200 experience. Ugh. I cannot be in the business of dying right now. Oh, damn. Cock. Alright, I feel like it's somewhere related to this tomb. I think it was like straight down, isn't it? Oh, yes it is. Okay. Oh, I just had to do a little fucking Zelda remembrance spell right there, because Jesus Christ. Oh god, no. Go the other way. Never mind, I can't go that way. Alright, so we need to get back to the village, heal ourselves. Alright, bye. But anyway, now that I'm not worried about fucking dying again, losing all my XP. So we went and saw Clerks, sorry, let me get back to the emotional crux of, the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I guess spoilers if you haven't seen it. It's like a 2-year-old movie, so if you haven't seen it, whatever. But the whole emotional crux of that movie was, like, absentee fathers. Oh yeah, because then I talked about lore. That movie was, like, aimed directly at me. And, I mean, you know, my son that I raise isn't mine by blood. So, you know, I know that I'm gonna have I know just like I have that issue and that emotional problem that I'm gonna have, that I had growing up, you know, my son's probably gonna feel a lot of the same ways. And at very least, I feel like I'll be better equipped to deal with that with him. Because, you know, it's not like my dad who, you know, would be like, well, what does it matter if you never meet your real dad? Fuck him. And, like, that was his whole attitude. And, I mean, that's not necessarily an incorrect attitude. You're a cunt. Hit me here. Straight south. Fuck both of you. There we go. So, I mean, I remember, I've only watched the Jay and Silent Bob reboot once. I've only gotten a chance to watch it one time. And the time I did, I was on LSD. And I remember thinking to myself when, like, it became apparent that, you know, that note about, you know, people not being around their fathers growing up, that it wasn't just like a passing, like, comment. It was something that was going to be, like, an active part of the story. I remember just sitting there thinking, like, oh, great. Well, this movie is aimed directly at me. Lovely. So, like, that one became very apparent that I was going to feel some type of way about it. And, you know, I didn't exactly expect that from a Kevin Smith movie. Ooh, this dude's going to be some free XP. Did all that, and I'm not going to get hit any more times. Fuck you. So hard, and it's not going to come back if I come back, is it? Oh, but you came back. Well, guess what we're doing? We're just going to grind out this last little level right here. This makes this real easy for me real quick. I'm not going to exploit this. Just because it feels cheap. Alright. I know I don't really want to go up on my defense, but the thing is, I only have one life left, and I'm not willing to lose this experience for it. So, that's just going to be the way that it is. But, you know, going into Clerks 3, I kind of expected that after... Nice. That after the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, that there was a good chance of, like, me getting hit in some feels in this upcoming movie. Like, it was indeed a possibility to happen. And the way that it happened, again, this is going to be, now this is actually going to matter. This is actual spoilers. If you plan on watching Clerks 3, movie by Kevin Smith, if you plan on watching that movie, do not listen to this. I'm not going to give you a timestamp. I'm not good enough at anything regarding this sort of YouTube biz to give you that. So, Clerks 3 spoilers, Clerks 3 spoilers, Clerks 3 spoilers. It hit me in ways that I wasn't expecting this movie in particular to really hit me. Because, I remember, the last movie being the character Dante getting with, I can't even think of the character's name anymore. Because she's only brought up a couple times in Clerks 3. Her imagery and her memory is brought up a bunch, but I just can't remember the name too well. Go away, Jesus. But, the woman who is becoming Dante's squeeze passed away in between the films. And I forgot, up until it was brought up in the movie, I forgot that one of the impetuses for them getting together was the fact that she was pregnant. And, the whole start of the movie, it's... Alright, well, I'm probably going to die here. Defense first. Damn. I was kind of hoping to die so that way I could just, start fresh and new. Nice. I kind of forgot that was, one of the impetuses for them actually getting together in the first place. Was the fact that she was pregnant with their kid. Alright, well, I guess I'm not making it out of here until I get some magic. And I guess I'm not going that way either. So, the whole time I'm watching this, and I never thought about the fact that, Dante was supposed to have a kid. Shit. Oh, no, I can make it. Oh, my God. That was actually... I impressed myself with that. Oh, no, not these guys. Excellent. Alright. And we get rid of the fucking death noise. Nope. Not playing around with the fire starters over here. So until it was mentioned, I think it was mentioned oh shit. It was probably mentioned within the movie, it was brought up, because a good third of the movie, maybe a third to a half of the movie goes through without that fact even being brought up. You see that it's in loving memory, and Randall has a heart attack, and you kind of see memories that he has of when she went to the hospital before as she passed away. And it's just not brought up that she was pregnant, from the past movie, because it's been a long time since I've watched Clerks 2. It had gone on, the movie had gone on for a bit before it's ever brought up, and the way that they bring it up, it was a gut punch. because, he's talking to, her spirit, basically, at her grave. And, they're bantering the way that they did in Clerks 2 when they hung out with each other. Which, at least, like, the actual actors, the two of them actually have really good chemistry. I know that her name is Rosario Dawson. I know her real name. I can't think of her in-character name. I don't fucking get it. But the two of them are talking to each other, and just like in Clerks 2, I was going to say the first movie, but I mean their first movie together, they actually have great chemistry with one another. But as I was saying, they have really good chemistry with one another, and the way that, like, they bring it back up that, she was pregnant was an absolute gut punch, because he's talking to her spirit, basically, and he's saying, when the day that I lost both of you, or like something to that effect. And I remember just sitting there, like, everything hit me, like, oh yeah, that is what happened. Like, she was pregnant. She never got to have the kid. I thought I was about to die. I thought the game had me dead to rights there. Yeah, I'm really good at that fucking face poke. Oh god, no. These guys, it's the same strategy, but I need him to come. Oh no, I ducked! Oh, there it is. The return of Ganon. Alright. But yeah, no, the way they delivered that gut punch of, like, the realization of what had happened the day that she passed away, and that's just not, like, I started getting more emotional, about shit before but even before I became a parent. But, like, the realization of, like, what he actually lost. Like, it's not just that he lost, like, his girl, because they weren't together that long, really. Because it says in the memorial photos that you see in the movie that she died in 2006, which had to have been within the year that they got together, because she was already pregnant. So they weren't even together that long. And even though, sorry, my nose is just like a motherfucker. So, it's just kind of the realization that, Dante's character, come on, pop up. You're a cock. Game waited that long to fuck with me about it. But, they weren't even together that long. Dante had, because the X comes up in the story, the one that Kevin Smith's wife played in Clerks 2. He had been in a really long committed relationship with her, and gave that up to be with this woman, and then she ended up passing away. So, the realization that, because Randall has a heart attack and everything becomes about, the life that he wasted and how he wants to, he wants to go on and make a movie and, like, make his mark, The movie also, like, very quietly is also about how Dante as a character has just kind of sat and suffered for fucking, at this point, like, 15 years, after losing his woman and his child, and he's just mentally, he's never moved on, and he's still like really fucking destroyed over it. And like just the weight of like some of the things that like the way it brings it up is just really fucking hard. Like I was not expecting the gut punch, and then for the end, again, spoilers, when Dante had a heart attack at the end of the movie, because, they bring up in the movie, like, hey, if you're eating the same diet as your friend is, you're living the same lifestyle, you're the same age range, you may want to fucking watch out. Plain and simple, the doctor tells him. So, they foreshadow it from the very beginning. And, when he has his heart attack, and then they show, like, how, like, because when Randall had his, he was just, like, uncomfortable, and, like, no, I'm sure this is not how it works, where, like, if you have a heart attack and you're just feeling uncomfortable about it, like, it's just hard to breathe, that, like, you're gonna be fine, whereas, if you are sitting there passing out, God damn it. Now we're just getting our ass beat real fucking early. Oh my god. These little fucking bastards. Sweet. But when Dante has his heart attack, and I could tell right as soon as it happened to him, I was like, I don't think his character is going to make it out the same way Randall's did. Just because of the way everything, like, seemed and the way that it felt. It just felt like a bigger deal when Dante had his. As far as, like, how dire of a situation it was. And with all the, the reflections of, how his life for him is gone. Like, it just... Alright, come on over here. Alright. Let's cut down one of these. God damn it. I'm making my entrance into the next room very difficult. Bleh. But no, when he had his heart attack and the way that, he kind of accepts his death and kind of moves in, the scene that he has with, again, with Rosario Dawson is super heartfelt and super fucking, super actually emotional, like, because, the whole movie is, one of the fucking points of the movie is, the entire movie, Randall's so caught up in the fact that, like, oh, he lived, he gets to tell his story now, and he wants to so bad. But, he's kind of treating everybody like shit, and, like, kind of holding the guilt over the fact that, like, hey, man, I almost died. Like, just kind of holding that over everyone. And, real toxic in the way that, Randall's character's kind of always been. Oh my god. I could solve this by just casting Jump, and I'm just not doing it, because I'm not going to, after all this bullshit. But, the whole movie, Randall's always treating, Dante like, he's basically, like, he treats him really like an actual, like, sidekick, like he's just my cute little fella. And, like, when you put into context where, where Dante's at in his life, where, he's he did throw a lot behind the movie. You know, he went to the ex that he left for his current, for his last girlfriend. You know, he asked her, you know, begged her for money and offered up his part of the convenience store's collateral. You know, all for his, you know, for his best friend's fucking dream. And, you know, Randall the whole time treats him like, you know, he's a fucking chode. And, yeah, it's kind of rough to watch the whole time. But then, you know, when you see the emotional weight that comes with that at the end, where, you know, this makes sense for Kevin Smith to do, because this is up his alley of like what he would want as a person, with him being the movie buff that he is. Come on. These Blue Notes are the fucking worst. I hate them so much. Alright, fuck. At least he'll be hopefully dead next time. Please say this is one of the ones that has... It doesn't have a fucking thing. Oh, some of those statues carry fucking red potions, and that would have been so useful. Alright, Death Noise. My favorite. Yay. Don't you do it, you little slimes. I got the downward thrust now. That hitting me over pits ain't happening no more. But, you know, the fact that, you know, at the end of it, you know, Randall got to basically make what was the original Clerks movie, and, you know, he basically got to show it to Dante when he was on his deathbed. And, you know, it was really sweet that, you know, when Dante's watching it with his sweetheart in, like, what seems to be treated as, like, the pre-afterlife, where they're watching Clerks, the original Clerks movie together, because the whole point is basically they make the original Clerks movie. Is there some sort of meme here that I forget? Is there another key up here that I'm not remembering? Wait, no, I have two keys. What am I doing? Why did I not think I had keys? What is wrong with me? I'm gonna now die on my way back here because I didn't get the fucking key. Or because I had keys and thought I didn't for no reason at all. So I was so intent on killing that blue knuckle because I'm like, fuck man, this is my... I don't want my last life to go and I don't fucking kill this guy. Come back here later. But no, I can do it. There's the raft. Hell yeah. But you know, it's... Dante gets to watch the movie at the end of his life. And you know, he calls it, you know, the best movie he's ever seen. And... you know, it was just a really touching end to, like, the Clerks story. Like, obviously, like, Kevin Smith can always do more, like, movies within that universe. But, you know, that's... Fuck you, dude. That's definitely going to be the last Clerks movie, I think. Maybe they could do another one. You know what? Maybe they could. But it felt like a... proper send-off to that area of the story. And, you know, it was really touching for also Randall's character, who's kind of been a slimeball the whole series. And it's pointed out to him, you know, right as Dante's about to die, You know, Dante gives him a bit of fucking, you need to hear this. Like, he gives him a little bit of a little dose to tell you about yourself. Alright, cool. It was useless for me to go back that way. That was a pretty epic jump, though. That was not epic. It was the opposite of epic. And I am halfway to my next level, so I'm very much not wanting to get a game over right now. I don't even want to stop playing right now, but I do. But I don't, but I do. This might just be an extra long episode tonight. It's already like 4 in the morning. Well, this is the only key we got. Someone told me I want my shield here. Maybe I don't, and I just wasted a little bit of magic. Hopefully I get some back, though. Nope, I wasted it. I might try to come back for that. Shit. Alright. I don't want to deal with that motherfucker. I do not have the... I do not have the life to deal with this guy, legit. It's time to duel. Fuck, I want it so bad. Shit, no. Nope. Nope, that one's just gonna have to... I was just gonna have to nope right by me. Fuck, there's the boss already? Shit. One, I'm in a bad spot for levels. Let's go. We'll just finish up this and close out the video. I know it's coming. No jump spell. But yeah, no, it was a touching movie that, you know, Randall did finally have kind of the change of heart where, you know, he got to realize what kind of person his best friend was to him in a pretty significant and sweet way. Just definitely more of a tearjerker than I was expecting a Kevin Smith movie to be. Which by my accounts is a good thing, like I'm not gonna complain. Alright, when's this guy gonna hop off his horse? I know I don't kill him on the horse. I'm gonna get a game over. I gotta hit him 3 more times, and he can't hit me once more. Oh my god. Oh, that's the worst and harshest game over I've gotten in a while. Oh, my butthole is puckered. But you know what? There's a long video, so we're going to wrap it up here. Next time, I'm going to go in and just fucking raffle stomp this guy in like 12 hours when I play this game again. But no, Clerks 3 was a pretty good movie. Not my favorite Kevin Smith movie, but a lot of the weighty emotional blows that came with it really hit hard. Because, you know, you think about the characters and the life they've lived, and I'm really empathetic, so I feel stupid shit needlessly for no reason. And that was definitely one of them. That was definitely one of the ones that hit pretty fucking hard. I just don't know how else to put it. Like, I felt sorry for Dante's character. You thought about a character who just basically, you wouldn't consider it he wasted his life, because, like, maybe you would, I don't know. But, he basically wasted his own life because, he couldn't move on. It destroyed him. And when that blow hits, it changes the tone of the entire movie. It gets him motivated into helping Randall, but, Randall doesn't change. And he starts to feel a type of way about it, clearly. And, they go to film at movies, and he obviously gets flashbacks and a little bit of PTSD to the life that he used to live there in Clerks 2. And, he went out and he got super drunk. And then, basically started, like, the trip to the afterlife for him. And it's like, he just wasn't able to move on from that part of his life. And, sucks to see his character go. But it was a really good movie. It felt like, I know a lot of the movie was involving Randall because of his heart attack, but a lot of all three movies have really been driven by Dante. That's kind of the point, was that, Randall always talked as if he was the main character of a superhero show, while meanwhile, like, Dante was really the star, and everybody kind of knows it. He might not have been as quick, as witty, as funny, but his character wasn't meant to be. He was the guy. He was just a regular dude who wasn't even supposed to be there that day. That was his character. So, R.I.P. to a real one, and good movie, Kevin Smith. I did like it better than the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, for what it is. I thought it was a good movie. But yeah, there was an extra long episode. Oof, that hurt. That hurt me real bad. That game over. Oh, and there was one more hit I need to give, one or two. I just couldn't do it.